What is going on, guys? We are back with another video on Madden 20, and we're doing another rebuild. This time it's of the Browns. We had several Browns rebuilds this year. However, none of them were actually realistic rebuilds. Some of them were fantasy. A bunch of crap I did. I mean, I can't keep up with myself. Can you? I can't. But, of course, an interesting weekend. We had the Logan Paul fight. You know, he lost. That was a slop fest. More importantly, we had what's probably going to be about 4-ish days of no franchise. Luckily, I had a few things pre-recorded, and you can play offline franchise. So that's what this is. I don't know if there's going to be anything different than we normally would have, but yeah, EA dropped the ball. I picked up the ball, and I chucked it out the window. That's not accurate at all. But this is the Browns roster. Got to get this rebuild done before Baker Mayfield's at 71 overall. There's a chance they could win against the Bills as well. Bills are a team nobody believes in, really, at the moment. But we'll see. Is his beard really that long? Really? Is he trying to, like, change his identity because he doesn't want anyone to realize it actually has been him this whole time making mistakes? As much as his overall has dropped, I don't know what they dropped. Like, that's way better stats than a 79 overall. They must have just dropped his awareness by a ton. I mean, look at his play actions 88, his throw on the runs 88, deep is 88, throw power is some of the best in Madden. 93 throw power is insanely high, especially for franchise. Of course, Nick Chubb maybe even should be an X factor, but we'll take the superstar with arm bar, really good power back, one of the best in Madden. And then Kareem Hunt, we might try to trade him at the deadline. I know he's injured. No, he's not injured. He's suspended, right? I don't know if we can actually trade a suspended player, can you? Crap. Damn it, that's good trait bait, but I can't really trade him if it's against the rules. I'm going to have to take a look. I must have said the law. Against the law. Of course, looking at the defensive side of the ball, there's some names. You know, you got Myles Garrett. Big one for franchise lovers is Denzel Ward. Look at the speed. Superstar development, 22. Look at the speed. It was 22, right? Yeah, 22. Once again, look at the speed. Tackling's a little rough. Block shedding's really bad. Kind of a Deion Sanders type, really. And then you have another really good player, star development, Greedy Williams, 21 years old. Haven't really heard a whole lot about him, but hell, haven't heard a whole lot about the Browns unless it's negative. Olivier Vernon, very good in sim, 28, so might be able to get a year or two out of him, which would be nice. Linebacking core, they got some names, but the devs are going to be trash, and you can't really dev up in franchise too well. So you got Joe Schobert, and then that's pretty much that. Kirksey got hurt after the season started, so we will be able to play him here technically. And that's pretty much all you need to know. I don't know if there's going to be any trades we can make, but overall, hopefully this goes pretty quickly because I am very crunched for time with this unexpected special needing attention are the servers. All right, so we have some re-signings. Demarius Randall, we'll give him a 3-year deal. He's a pretty good overall. He's getting up there in age, but still very well. Really? Okay, J.C. Treader wants a contract. We'll give him a 2-year deal as well. Okay, well, nobody wants to join back. I don't blame anyone. Joe Schobert, pretty big steal, I suppose. Have him for the next 5 years. Everyone else, debatable. What about, where's his name? Greg Robinson. I mean, these guys are asking for a lot of money. We're kind of tight because we have a lot of talent. We just need to turn this damn ship around. All right, so I've learned something about offline. Not only is it not as exciting, I'm not sure why, but it is extremely slow to sim. Like, playoffs, but extremely slow. It is so damn slow. It's unbelievable. Regular season, no force wins, of course. Really? 0-21 against the Cardinals of all the teams. So we lost to the Jets, lost 1 to the Ravens, lost to the Broncos, and lost, of all the teams, the Cardinals, though. Really? I mean, in real life, I think they did lose to them. Did they? Actually, no, they didn't play them yet. Wow, I'm smart. Baker Mayfield, meh. Better than real life, probably, though. Is this more in depth? I don't feel like there's normally that many numbers. Kareem Hunt played pretty well, so he might get a contract. I don't think we can pay him full price, but, between you and me, he's a little cheaper if you let him go to free agency. I mean, hopefully we can get him back. Offensive line was not bad considering this is, outside of the left guard and center. It's a pretty bad offensive line. Sack total is one of the best I've ever had in sim. Maybe it's different for offline. I have no idea. And then the kicker, the rookie, missed 6 kicks. This is a really good roster. It's just they're missing a few pieces in real life. I don't know. I can't tell you. Ooh, Defensive Rookie of the Year, Mac Wilson. Greedy Williams not too far behind either. I like it. I like it a lot. Myles Garrett, nice stuff. And that's about that. All right, so who do we get to play? Oh, God, it's only like a couple of games. It shouldn't take that long to sim. 11-5 versus the 8-8 Patriots. No crazy upgrades. Baker went up actually decently, in fairness, like 3 or 4 overalls. He's looking pretty damn good. His beard's looking pretty long still. What else do we have? Mac Wilson, who went up 0 overalls, even though he was Defensive Rookie of the Year. Gotta love it. Actually, no, he might have went up 3. He might have started as a 70. I can't remember. Lads, just like EA, sometimes I can't remember. I can't remember the overalls. They can't remember that the weekend is when people usually play games. So their servers are down at bad time. 87 overall went 8-8. Oh, God. I wonder if this is going to take longer now, too. Probably will. It looks longer. That's what she said. Not to me, of course. Don't get that confused. All right, so they do score first, unfortunately. We looking not too bad, though. Going to be a 14-all game at half. I mean, I'm fine with it. They're a higher overall, so they probably do deserve to win. This game is going... The Sims may go slow. Wait, what? I need to find out who that was, because if that was Kareem Hunt, I'm just paying him the big bucks. Unless we lose this game. If we lose this game, that run doesn't really mean a whole lot. There we go. This offense is okay. This offense is impressing me a bit. Is Baker a part of Sheldon Richardson? Apparently he's a fast man because he just returned a fumble like 40 yards. Sorry there, whoever you are. Fake coach guy. Baker Mayfield played pretty well, went toe-to-toe with Thomas. Nick Chubb appears to have been the long-run guy himself. Oh, I love you, Nicholas. Love you, my man. Mohamed Sanu, 76 yards. Odell finally showing up in general, but also in the postseason. As a Packers fan, I know that man does not show up often, especially in the postseason. How many damn drop passes he had against the Packers in the playoffs. As the Giants, of course, as a Giant anyways. This video just feels weird. Like, I feel like I'm out of my element with doing an offline. It just seems like I'm cheating on my wife. And I've cheated on my wife, so I know what that feels like. Joel Batonio, it'd be really bad as if, like, I get married in the future and... that wouldn't really work, though. Like, I'd have to be married very soon from now. Like, very soon. Oh, the Ravens. Are you serious? Yikers. There's just something about Lamar and Sim that I just do not like. 84. I mean, there's some really high overall teams here. Offline is the move for high overall teams, it seems. Definitely not the move for simming, because it takes ages. I mean, you win this game, and you have a Super Bowl chance against potentially the Bears. I'm not saying the Bears are an easy team to beat, but, if it's not the Cowboys, there's a chance. If it's the Cowboys, there is no chance. Of course, we give up a huge touchdown early. We get a touchdown right back, though. This offense is somewhat trustworthy. Of all the rebuilds we do, we always have a bad defense, or a bad offense and a good defense. Ironically, this is the opposite of the case. Well, we say that, and they're just not scoring very often here. Okay, there's a chance. Oh, God, what is happening here? The Cleveland Browns are relentless. There you go. And in real life, they're relentless to show everyone that we were wrong. They aren't as good as they should be. 3rd and 8, that's going to be a sack, so you're going to have to punt it. It's a terrible punt, and that's probably going to lose you the game. Intercepted by the Ravens. So somehow they don't score points there, and we throw a pick on what could have been a game-winning drive. Nice job there, Baker. A 0 touchdown, 2 interception performance through just about 50%. Half of his throws were completed. Yikes. Rushing, Nick Chubb and Ingram both had a day. Unfortunately, we did not win the game. We did have more rushing touchdowns, but not by much. Do we have any fumbles? Mark Ingram even fumbled. He probably fumbled on that final drive, and we choked it. That really sucks. They had Patton. Really? Of all the people to pick us twice, it's him. Who the hell does he think he is? So it is the Super Bowl. Let's see who wins between the... Oh, no, it's the Bears, not even the Cowboys. The Bears and the Ravens. Hope it's the Ravens, so then we feel even worse about ourselves, and we just never try to win a Super Bowl ever again. That was the Bears, so we could have won that game. I don't know how that makes any sense, but it does. We are going to tag Mr. Kareem Hunt, and we're probably going to trade him, to be honest. He's good, but Nick Chubb is just... He can do it all. He really can, and we can get some value out of Kareem Hunt. We've shown that he's good still. He just needs a team to actually start him full-time rather than be a backup. And what do you know, Andrew Luck's back. So on one hand, I cleared about $30 million in cap, and only costed us about, well, maybe $35 million in cap, only costed us about $6 million, which is not terrible contracts. But on the other hand, we don't have an offensive line. We have a bit of a need there. We're going to trade Kareem Hunt for something good. I'm not sure exactly what, but something good. And, Mac Wilson actually went up in development. I'm actually kind of surprised he did, but he did. Nice, and he's got 5 upgrades from it. Anything else? Greedy? No. Randall? No. We got rid of Burnett. Did anyone on offense? I'm not really... I don't think so. Not bad, though. Still pretty good season. All right, so we offered a lot of contracts. Who are we going to get? Jamie Collins, Anthony Brown, and Armstead. We offered some iffy deals on them. Jamie, we didn't pay a whole lot. Thuney, we offered a full contract, dude, like a 4-year, $50 million. He wouldn't take it somehow. All right, so we got some more deals. We got Hack, we got Eckler, we got Emmanuel Sanders, we got Parks, and Vince Williams. Didn't really need Emmanuel, but get that veteran leadership going. Maybe he will play, maybe he won't. We make some upgrades, though, and we fill some positions, specifically safety. I'd look for it in the draft, but I've not seen a whole lot of big names, so unless you can move maybe Greedy Williams or somebody over there, maybe Greedy to free safety, I don't really know. I think Willie Parks is going to have to play, well, Will Parks, whatever, will have to play the spot. It's improved. This team's improved, but... can we do even better in the draft? We need offensive linemen. We need to draft several. And there are some decent ones. Probably going to be our first, second, and third pick, ironically. All right, so pick 29, we have an offensive lineman and a corner. Whoever's there is who we're going to take. Draft board, both are there. Buckner, who looks very talented. Maybe he could be the safety, I don't know. And Kevin Carey, who's okay, but comparatively doesn't really rank. So I think we're just going to go best available. Carlos Buckner it is. And best available it is. Hidden development, 77 overall. Really, he actually kind of reminds me of Greedy Williams almost. Obviously not as tall, but really good. And I don't know, doubt he'll play safety, but we have a lot of options at DB now. And, you know, Anthony Brown was a cheap deal. So hopefully that works out. And I was going to trade up for him, and he is gone, unfortunately. I'm just hoping Shaughnessy is there. That's all I hope for. He is. Shaughnessy is there, and I think we're going to trade up for Bradley. Actually, we're going to take early 4th. Let's take Bradley first. I think he's better, and then we'll take Shaughnessy if we can trade up. Oh, damn. I mean, it's nice. I seen a 78 overall, but normal development. Still a really good offensive lineman. A little bit weaker in the strength, but definitely a great player. Do I risk Shaughnessy? Do I risk him to the 3rd round? This is a risk. One more pick. Okay, there you go. So I would assume this is going to be a lot cheaper that we're actually moving to the 3rd round. You know, I don't know if it will or not, but let's see. We trade Kareem Hunt for pick 65 straight up. A huge steal for them. I tried to get more, and they just wouldn't take it. So we got scamboozled a little bit, but we hope... oh, I forgot about Holiday. He's not an immediate need, but he is in need. Obviously, offensive line is bigger. Okay, so hidden, 73 overall. He's worse than the guy we just drafted, so hopefully he's superstar. If not, either way, it's a starting lineman. And we have drafted, I believe, enough linemen to finish an offensive line. Trade pick 93, 125, and Terrence Mitchell for pick 66 to take this left outside linebacker. Hopefully he's good enough, because I would hopefully see him as a replace. What about this guy? Chris Lester, though. He looks better than the other guy I have, though. I lied, he doesn't look better. Oh. Okay, I was hoping for a better overall because his finesse move was B+. He's a little more raw. Hopefully this Chris guy's not actually better. We'll find out in a minute. That's an okay draft. For pick 29, that's a pretty good field draft. I think that draft, it felt pretty decent in my opinion. Who is this? Okay, he's a 68 overall, so I don't imagine him being super great. And here, I don't really have a whole lot of players, but we'll just take best available at 29. I really wanted to draft... oh, God, is there even a best available? I really wanted to draft another linebacker. Do I like any of these players, though? That guy's so slow, though. I guess we're going to take Aaron Washington. Oh, man, these potential grades are very harsh, especially later on in the draft. I might have to trade down, honestly. We're going to take a kicker. He looks pretty decent. 73 overall with... pretty good accuracy, decent kick power, but we did get McManus, and I think that's probably going to have to trade who we're going to start. I was hoping maybe that would have been one of those rare superstar development guys. Remember that one time we had it, and it meant literally nothing. So we traded the remaining picks we had for a 5th round from the Bears next year. Definitely a fair trade that favors them without a doubt. Draft recap, I want to see how well we did, and then I also want to see the players that we may have missed. Carlos Buckner. Okay, superstar development. So the Browns are getting pretty loaded at DB. Kent Bradley, I was normal development. Shaughnessy, superstar, please, pal. Please. Okay, I mean, it's still a really good offensive lineman, but I really would have liked to see... Now this, if this is a superstar, I'm going to trade Olivier right now. Damn it. Okay, I mean, we'll put him on the practice, but I would have really preferred that to be a star, or not a star, a superstar or better. What else did we have? So who do we, like, skip on that we should have went? Oh, Jesus, the late first round was pretty bad. Look at these are some really bad players. Oh, here's Carey. Oh, hidden. Oh, if he's better than Star. I mean, even with Star, he's one of the best linemen I've seen in this class. Star development. A lot of the overalls aren't super great, and even our guy, he was normal development, which is unfortunate. Quarles. Aaron Quarles, hidden. It's always the small guys that are decent. What's his development? Superstar. Wow, what a running back. The Buccaneers. Wait, didn't we trade our running back to the Buccaneers? How many damn running backs do they need? Oh, here's Chris Lester. Ooh. Not hidden. Yeah, I mean, really didn't miss on anyone, to be honest. We did about as well as you could. That corner was definitely better than the tackle. We trade Taywan Taylor to the Packers for a 4th round this year and a 6th round next year. As a Packers fan, I can tell you one thing we could really use is a fast slot guy. That's exactly what Taywan Taylor is. All right, so we have an 85 overall roster. I don't know how that compares to the beginning, to be honest, but... this is the newly assembled team. Offensive line, it's not looking worse technically, but it will look a lot better by the end of the year. You have 2 really young players at the guard spots and, more talented tackles technically. You're moving guys from the inside out, but for Madden terms, it's perfectly fine. Wide receivers are great. Running back's better. Baker's better this year so far. I mean, he should be anyways. His ratings are... Another young corner. We moved Greedy to free safety. He's a big fella. And I think, we definitely got more talented. We're working on Holiday for when Olivier can't play anymore. I mean, this team's set up. It really is. Salary cap situation is okay, but I think we do have to re-sign a few big names. So, overall, I think we're on the right path and probably should make another really good push. All right, so let's see those contracts. Not bad. We'll give him a massive 7-year... $143 million? Probably be worth even more than that, ironically. David Njoku, 6-year deal for the talented tight end who did not play for us because he was injured and blah, blah, blah. We actually have a lot of money. We have to pay Larry, but we do have Eric Armstead. I'm debating this now. I don't know what the hell to do. Actually, nah, we'll pay him. All right, paid him. I don't think we'll pay Olivier. I like him, and he does well, so we'll see, but I would assume we're going to move on with the rookie. All right, here we are going to the playoffs. Hopefully we're in them. We'll find out in a moment, I suppose. And the answer to that question is we are. And the most impressive thing is we robbed the Ravens of the freaking number 1 seed. Well, I don't know if it was the number 1 seed overall, but the division, which gave us a bye week. I'll show you right here. There was a game right here. The Ravens lost to us, and that game with the Titans game was enough to seal it. We did lose the Ravens in the beginning, as we usually do, but it was enough. We had the division ranking, and everything is great. Baker is really great. Superstar development coming up. Rushing, Chubb, very good. Maybe X Factor, I don't know. Odell killing it as usual. Really good receiving numbers, though, for sure. Offensive line, outstanding, especially with a bunch of rookies. This is a very impressive season. Myles Garrett a little bit low. Holiday was playing one of the backup spots, but Vernon was in the starting role, so I'm not really sure about that. Pick totals, Randall, nothing insane. Kicking, McManus missed. Technically 1 kick because 2 were blocked, and that's pretty much that. Let's take a look at there's any awards. Baker? Yes! MVP Baker. Here we go. He's making the return. Not Offensive Player of the Year, which makes no sense. Mariota, apparently, with a low overall, is good enough. Do we have... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Number 2 on Rookie of the Year. It's fine, though. Receiver number 2. Don't really care too much because we already have Odell pretty much maxed. Let's... so we rest our star... I didn't do any of this. I probably wouldn't have played... Yeah, whatever. In fairness, the game's pretty stupid for that because it was rest or not, and they were like, our seeding is locked in. It's really not. It really wasn't locked in, so I'm not really sure why they said it was locked in. Who do we play? Probably the Ravens again, right? The Bills. Okay, the Buffalo Bills, 88 overall across the board. I don't imagine teams being too much, too close to that. 89 overall, what's the morale? +2. Still an 87 overall with more than likely a superstar dev coming his way. Offensive line, big season for Shaughnessy. Bradley actually went up 4 overalls, which is shocking. I have the sliders at about 200, so, there's that. Linebackers, making their rounds. I like it. Holiday, holy crap, he went up 8. Was it 8? It might have been actually, to be fair, he went to left end, so it might have been less. But he went straight off. 3 finesse there. I don't really know if they're going to show it up. You guys could look. I do not have the patience for that. Sheldon could have his final season here. Buckner, of course, superstar. This is a very good-looking roster right now. And with that draft, we may have done enough. We may have done enough to win a Super Bowl here, boys. The Bills are a good defense, but we have the superstars. We have the X factors. Can they keep up with the talent that this roster has? I don't know. Snow game in Cleveland, huh? It's going to be the Jets. Okay, this is looking pretty prime for a Super Bowl trip. I'm just saying. The Chargers slipped in there, apparently. We had a really good drive, but defense choked it away. Okay, offense. This is not looking good. Ooh, giving up that touchdown is probably going to be the difference in winning and losing this game, I think. We lose 33-14. Okay. The Bills? Baker, how are you so bad in the postseason, man? I actually can't believe how bad he is. I was just dumbfounded. I was literally just sitting there silent. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Like, absolutely ridiculous. I don't understand how that's what happens in Sim. The Bills offense doing that. Okay, I guess. I guess that I can't say anything else about it. 4,500 yards in the regular season, 44 touchdowns. Cleveland playbook as well. And we just suck. I don't know what to tell you. Bills are in it, and it's against the freaking Panthers. Are you serious? Wow, this takes so long to sim. It's driving me nuts. All right, let's take a look at these DevOps. Baker obviously went up, no doubt about it. Baker went up. Defensively, is there any new ones? I don't see any new ones. Maybe I'm stupid, though. Olivier, once he regresses, we'll probably decide on that. In fairness, Holiday outperformed him with less snaps, so let's just be honest. It's probably going to be the way it is. Sheldon, we'll see what he's like, how much we have to pay him. But it's still a really good team, so, I mean, we should make it right back here, if not better. I'm really not sure how we haven't done better, to be honest. Probably the Bills, right? I mean, if they can beat us the way they did, they should be unstoppable at this point. And they aren't, because the Panthers beat them. Nice. Thanks for taking our spot, Bills. Defensively, so you see not a very big drop from Olivier, but he is the worst player technically, so we probably will let him go and try to spend money on like a linebacker or something like that. Sheldon doesn't drop too much, so hey, he'll stay. Oh, he's down to an 84. Still really good though, so we'll start him. And Larry's going to sit back behind Eric Armstead just for the season. Once Sheldon's gone, he'll be back in it. Got to start your best players, So Baker's ability is roaming deadeye, all pressured, while feeders out. Well, he's not very fast, so I'm not really sure. Last ditch. I mean, that's not terrible. I mean, he's not slow. It's just without escape artist, basically everyone's not fast. He went up quite a bit. I believe he went up 2 overalls on that. Another throw power, man. He is just racking up throw powers at this point. Really good upgrade there. He's 96 throw power, 92 deep, medium, and 89 short. Really good player now. I mean, there's not a whole lot we can do to get better. I mean, immediately, I'm willing to let all these guys go. Question is how much money we can have. If we even have anywhere around 20 mil, we are set. We're setting ourselves into the Super Bowl automatically. 41 mil. I'm going to have to look at these. I'm assuming we're about to go broke. Yeah, we have to pay Baker, Ward, Treader, Chubb. So, yeah, we're about to go broke. So we have to be a little cautious. This could be the final season. We'll see. I would like to finish on a high note, but that may not be in the cards if we keep getting screwed over in Sim. Ibu Cam. Really, I'd be looking for a linebacker, which I'm just not seeing. I'm not going to pay Matt Milano all that money. I'd rather pay Zach Cunningham, to be honest. Takaris McKinley, don't need him. Gerald Everett, don't need him. I don't think there's going to be a linebacker here. We're probably going to have to draft. Of course, Cunningham declines my offer. Big shocker. All right, so we have a singular linebacker. A singular one. He's in the late second. Hopefully he's still there. Every other one, not a fan. Here he is. Kerry Jasper. I like the potentials. The 40 yards not great. The rest is okay. I don't like run stoppers. But here we go after all. Okay, 76 overall. Hidden development. He could be star, superstar, X Factor, doesn't matter. We really need a linebacker that isn't like 34, even though we have a few of those. I will take this guy instead of them for sure. What's his 46 catching though? Yikes. Either way, still a really good pick, no matter what the dev is. Now we do have a DT and a left guard. That's not the DT, thankfully. A lot of DTs though. DT and left guard, do we want to trade up? We don't need a DT. Do we need the... Yeah, we could use the guard, actually, because that's our center's not great. So we're going to trade up. I believe I do have a 5th-round wide receiver. So I'm going to keep that 3rd-round pick. 2 fourths? Actually, no, I want to keep a 4th. I've seen a guard I like. We trade pick 60, 118, and red wine for 33 from the Vikings. I like to get a little tipsy myself, but I can share some red. Riley Marler, interesting name. Looks like a decent running back. Not a position I need. So left guard, Mr. Manny Reyna looks decent. Here's the DT who looks ridiculously good, but DT is not a position of need, so we're going to go with need. And he's a hidden, 75 overall. I mean, these are really good picks. You know, just seeing hidden is just such an amazing win all out the... We're not going to talk about it. Maybe that was the DT, and he was a 78 overall. Maybe. Maybe it wasn't, though. It could have been someone else. Who knows? So looking at the draft board, Dennard Bonds. That speed is rough, but I do kind of want another wide receiver. I think we'll trade down. So we got to 14. If that wide receiver is there, I suppose we'll take him. He surprisingly is. I suppose we'll take him. 72 hidden. He's got the weird phase I don't like, but 6 foot tall, really good excel. Decent agility, okay jumping for a smaller guy. He's 6 foot, so not great jumping in fairness. Pretty agile considering. I mean, I don't know. It depends on his development, but maybe Callaway. I don't know. I don't think he's gonna get. It's just a future pick, I suppose. Just a guy that we can use later on. We have a fullback. He looks really good. Is he worth the pick? He's a late 1st round. He looks really good. It's a late 5th, so we'll take him. Oh. Is this the first hidden fullback we've had? Are you serious? How are we landing such amazing talent? I'm not even going to say it. Like, we are guaranteed. Not even guaranteed. This is easily the best. And I mean easily the best Madden we've had for drafting. I don't understand how we do it. We've just been killing it in the drafts. Do we just take this guy? Like, we don't have any knowledge on him. But he's a 1st round pick. I'm just going to take him. Holy crap. Lucky for all those other teams, they didn't take this guy because he was a straight bust. Absolute bust and a half. Holy crap. I mean, there's really not much more here to go with. Draft picks, don't need that. Will we land another superstar or better? Maybe even an X Factor. We've actually been kind of on a roll for X Factors. So maybe. You never know. You just don't know. So, Kerry Jasper was the first of the picks. I don't trust run stoppers. And he's a good pick. Star development. I wish it would have been better, but yeah, I don't really trust run stoppers, and that was probably one of the best run stoppers I've had in a while. Another star development in the offensive lineman. I mean, I'll take any development above normal, so 2 good picks. Here's Bonds, a pretty big steal. Only star once again. What else do we have? Fullback, hidden development, which I almost never see. Definitely star development. Like, what am I even... No, actually, now this reminds me, because I had almost a similar reaction last time. What do I do with a superstar fullback? Like, do you just have a really good fullback, I guess? Because he's too slow to play running. I guess you just play him at fullback and hope he develops into one of the best league fullback. I don't even know. That's like all I can think of. Let's take a look at that DT, actually. All right, here we go. Just can't wait to see it. I just can't wait to see it. Why? Yay. I don't need a DT, right? But an X Factor DT, everyone can use. Oh, he's so good. So, set this lineup up and hopefully make the playoffs for the 3rd straight time, and this time actually win the Super Bowl would be a perfect one. You guys know I like 3-year rebuilds. We've had a couple of 4 or 5 recently, but yeah, I definitely want a 3-year if I can. We've been so close, and I'm honestly shocked we haven't made it to the Super Bowl within the first 2. Reyna will start at center. We have a pretty good offensive line now in the terms of upgrading and maybe even get to the 83 mark at least for most of them by the end of the season, if we're lucky. So this is the roster for year 3. Odell Beckham still the starter. Landry taking a bit of a dive here with the overall. Maybe not, actually. His morale is just low. We got a one strand hair there, pal. I don't know. Maybe he's cracking. Who knows? Offensive line looking decent. Treader might be dropping. I don't even know, to be honest. Defensively now, this is where we've really been upgrading. Jasper, get the hell in line. Schobert, please start doing something. We also did end up getting KJ Wright, his superstar X Factor, but obviously it doesn't really matter too much. Cornerbacks, really solid. D-line, very good. Holiday hopefully takes the next step. I mean, this is, once again, this is a Super Bowl roster. But will we fall short again is the real question. All right, so here's the re-signings. Oh, it appears we have lots of money. Not 1 year. We want you for all of the years. I could offer more. I would probably not do it, to be honest. But Nick Chubb, he's been playing out of his mind. So with a potential superstar X Factor within 6 years, I'll give him the 6-year deal. Baker Mayfield, a 6-year, $194 million deal. He plays really well in the... I mean, in this universe, he's playing pretty damn well, so we'll give him the contract. Treader and Sheldon, I don't know. Callaway, he's been playing pretty well for a slot. We'll give him a 4-year deal just for now, and we'll see how he gets on. Punter, we have plenty of that. We're looking pretty good outside of that. Here we are, simming to the playoffs. Takes a long time, so we'll, slowly get there. There we go. There we go. It's only like a 30-second sim per week. Just relax with me. We'll do some breathing is that what it is, right? No, it's guided meditation. 10-6. All right, so we take the division at 10-6. We keep getting better, and our record doesn't follow, unfortunately. Baker, pretty damn similar. Probably going to go to X Factor. Chubb, less touchdowns, but really good yards. Odell, slightly less successful, but still good. Callaway, did we give him the deal? Hopefully we did, because he kind of earned it here. Landry might be on his way out. Njoku, not a bad season. Line played really well again. Sack totals, I'll take that from Holiday. That's not bad. I mean, only a little bit less than the superstar X Factor. Jasper, it seems like he didn't play fully. Yeah, maybe it's just because he's a left outside linebacker. Kicking was pretty poor, to be honest. Awards, Jasper win the rookie award. Another MVP from Baker. Wow, that's going to the title. Defensive player of the year goes to Watt and McKinney. No, Jasper was number 2, though. Baker, not bad. Receiving any other awards doesn't appear to be so, unfortunately. But you're out with an 89 overall going against the Titans in the wild card round, which I don't see how... Really, he didn't play 500 snaps? Damn. Don't see how that's any chance for them to win, but... this game, they'll give anyone a chance, except for us. 81. If we lose this to an 81 overall team who doesn't even have a single X Factor, I'm going to be super happy. So the Titans start out strong. We finish decently back, and then offense is just struggling here. Up by 1. This is just not a Super Bowl team, is it? Defense is doing okay. Okay. Start talking crap about the team, and now they're starting to put up points. Maybe it is a Super Bowl team. I apologize. 41-24, and defense is going to hold them to nothing there. So second half, late second into the second half was a very good quarter, or set of quarters. Baker finally doesn't throw a pick. Wow, Chubb went right off. This man deserves everything. He is just so good. Defensively now, sacks 3.5 for Miles. I mean, this team really showed it wanted to win after the mid-second, right around where I said this team's not a Super Bowl team. Maybe they heard me. I don't know. All right, so now we're in the divisional against who? The Colts. Interesting team name. The Colts, who have a superstar X Factor, Darius Leonard. 86 overall is pretty high. Hopefully, we still show that our overall is better because we're the better team. I mean, offensively, it's not easy to keep up with us. Njoku's got to be like an 88 by now. Odell's like a 99. Chubb's like a 94. Baker's a 94. He's about to be an X Factor, playing out of his mind. The Patriots, apparently they have Trubisky. I don't know why. He seems to come over there a bit. Not all the time, but if he does leave the Bears, he usually does go to the Patriots. Maybe not usually. I see him there a lot, though. That's all I can tell you. 14-10. We're playing better to start, but we choked away that lead we had. A little bit of a lead, and now here we are down 7. Huge clutch drive there. Defense makes a play. Fourth quarter, you just got to get some points. Oh, you got to get some points. How? Did they just not convert? I mean, I suppose, they're not going to kick a field goal in that situation. So I think defense stopped them. I think they did. Baker, another 3 touchdowns, 0 pick performance. Nick Chubb, a little bit worse this game, but overall, still did exactly what he needed to do to win. Sack totals, Chris Jones. That's kind of unfair. Anthony Brown, nice. Kicking was good. So here we are, on to the championship game. A little bit harder of a fight because we didn't have a bye week, but definitely making another run of it. Definitely been noticing after, last couple of weeks that let's see, actually, who was in what and where was I who? I don't know what that means. But you definitely notice after, each week as the NFL continues, you notice the Browns, they end up in the Super Bowl less and less each week when you do rebuilds. Every week you do a new rebuild. It's like, okay, I'm starting to, where are the Browns? Where are they at? It's definitely getting worse and worse. I mean, this should be a win, right? If we lose this, I'll be pretty devastated. Almost as devastated as you guys if I don't get a chance to record 49ers franchise, right? There we go. Really good stuff. Late second into the third has been really good for us over the playoffs. And I think we're going to walk away with this one. Yeah, I mean, 38-16, 38-24. Really good stuff. We're in the Super Bowl. Nice, nice. But yeah, I really hope I don't have to do another offline. I threw a pick this time, but 3 touchdowns again. Very consistent so far. Defensively, sack totals, nothing crazy. Jonathan Jones with a pick. That's our boy in Titans franchise. Not really our boy, but he's doing all right, and he's okay. I'll take it. Do what you gotta. All right, so it's a Panthers Super Bowl. They already won one, I believe, against was it the Bills? I think it might have been the Bills. I'm not really sure. We are an 89 overall. Let's take a look at these superstar X factors because we know we definitely got Baker. Went up 2 overalls as well. Defensively, Buckner went up to a superstar X factor. That's pretty impressive. He got reinforcement. Nice. Anyone else? I don't think we went up in development. We did not, but 2 big, positions, cornerback and quarterback, which sound the exact same, of course. Same exact beard length. I mean, he's like, this is working. We're not changing a thing. Not a strand is being trimmed past the length we started, and I appreciate that, pal. So we are an 89 overall going against that's the highest overall, 87 overall Panthers. Ooh, this is rough now. I don't know what overall Cam is, if they even have him anymore, because, of course, after the latest updates, he went to star development, so he could have retired by now, for all we know. All right, simming to the end of the game. Come on, boys. Ooh, not a good start. Defense does its job. We score 7. I got to say, this team has been pretty impressive. Playbooks might be decent. There we go. Come on, defense. Oh, defense has been doing well. Offense, please. No, 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 no. Okay, it looks like they're going to score, right? They do. 4 minutes left. Defense. Defense. Did they do it? 4th and 1. Fumble recovery. Ooh. Wait. Oh, we lost yards. Okay. I sounded like I was doing kung fu there. Up by 3. And the Browns win the Super Bowl. What a weird way to end it. It was so slow because I was so confused. Like, it went the wrong way, so I thought it was like a penalty in their favor, but it was actually ours. Cam Newton, still on the team. I'd like to see what his overall is. But we win the Super Bowl, clutched it out with that 3-year sim. It actually feels like it's been 4 or 5 because of how long the sim takes. But yeah, Freddie, stay out of the kitchens. Wins the Super Bowl, saves his job. Cam Newton, not super happy. And, of course, this Browns team is cemented. I don't know if you actually save your offline files, though, do you? Like, how does it work? Like, I mean, it's probably saves, but if I deleted my cloud storage, it probably wouldn't. I don't know. Doesn't look like I know what the hell I'm talking about. Nick Chubb, player of the game. A lot of touchdowns. The postseason was definitely score-filled. Not so much on our defense, though. Defense did a decent job when it had to. It seemed like it made the plays it needed to, right? You know, right there was a fumble force on the punt. I don't know if it was blocked or they went for the fake. What's the story? But defense came up when they needed to, as usual. And Baker Mayfield leads his team to a Super Bowl. Might not be looking super great this year, sophomore year, but here, back-to-back MVPs, that's good stuff. You can't really get much better than that. Goes to an X factor after 3 seasons, which is pretty good considering he was dropped down a star. I think he started as a superstar this Madden. And, Cam Newton, I don't know what his overall is, but percentage, worse, but not terrible. Baker Mayfield was just pretty damn clutch. Less touchdowns than normal, but still really good. Brian Burns, he always does well. I don't know how he does it. He's just a freak. Pick totals, Mac Wilson and Dante kicking McManus. Are you serious, pal? Unbelievable. But then again, you never know how the game ends. If we had that 3-point lead, they go for it on 4th and 1 and walk off with a touchdown. Who knows, I hate when the AI goes for it on 4th and 1 because it's almost impossible to stop a team that has 4 downs to go, But yeah, the last thing I can do, because I'm going to call it here, is to take a look at Cam Newton's overall. I'm curious. I don't know why. 79 overall, probably the last chance for him. Assume he's going to regress hard. He's still decent, but yeah, he's going to regress very hard. Anyways, though, that is the Browns' realistic rebuild. Probably going to see them beat the Bills in a upset, let's be honest. Probably not really an upset, technically. But yeah, that's pretty much that. If you guys have any suggestions for rebuilds in the future, I don't know. Just leave it in the comment section below. I've been seeing a lot of people suggest blast from the past players, which I don't mind. I post it anywhere you want. And if it's, new to me or I didn't think of it or someone else didn't comment it, I'll slap it on the list of what is probably at least 50 to 100 players by now. But anyways, if you're new to the channel, maybe subscribe. Like the video if you liked it in general. And follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. Please, follow me on Twitter, damn it. I will freaking post more if I have people interacting with me and lobbing me those the banger tweet setups. Anyways, hopefully you come back for next video. Tomorrow will be 49ers franchise, but until next video, see ya!